Huh? Happy New Year, yeah. Happy Vishu.
திடீர்னு காத்தால எழுந்து அவளுக்கு ஒரு ஐடியா தோணும்.
Okay. Jai Sri Krishna. That is Anjana. Huh? Anjana. Work பண்ணுறது ஓகே. சவுண்டு தான் வந்துதான். அது போருமே. கஷ்டமாக இருக்குல்ல இது கொஞ்சம் டாபிக் அப்படி என்ன பண்ணுறது.
அவர் டொங்குன்னு பிகினிங்லேயே அயமாத்மா பிரம்மா சொல்லிட்டார். டொங்குன்னு ஒன்று தள்ள கொடுத்துட்டாரு. அப்புறம்
Or she is watching. What? Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om. Okay, now sit down. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Satgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marudatulyavekam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayutamukhyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagyavriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kridau Vande Bhagavandau Punah Punaha Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Nilambujasyamalakomalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayakacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvamsanatham Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha Bhadram Bhashye Makshabiryajatraha Sthirairangai Stuštuvagam Sastanubihi Vishema Devahitam Yadayuh Swasti na Indro Vridhashravaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastarchyo arishtanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatir Datatu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Metha Suktam Om Yachandasa Vrishabho Vishwarupaha Chandobhyotyamritaat sambhabhuva Samendro medhaya spranoto Amritasya devadharano bhuyasam Shariram me vicharshanam Jihva me madhumattama Karnabhyam bhuri vishruvam Brahmanakoshosi medhaya vihidah Shudam me gopaya Om Shanti 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 ॐ मेधा देवी जुषमाणान आगां दिश्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्य मानां त्वया जुष्टानुदमानादुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विधते सुवीराः त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मागतः श्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टच्छित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधां म इन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विनावुभावा दत्तां पुष्करस्रजाम् अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधासुरभिर्जुषतागं स्वाहा आमां मेधा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्य ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीकाजुषन्तां मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मय्यग्निर्तेजो ददातु मेधां मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियं ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो ददातु ॐ हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात्. Now, Mandukya, first mantra. Hari Om. Om ityetadaksharamidam sarvam. Tasyopavyakyanam bhutam bhavat bhavishyatiti sarvamonkara eva yacchanyatra kalatitam tadapyonkara eva sarvam hetat brahma ayamatma brahma soyamatma chatushpad जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्गः एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुग वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः. We have seen up to that the mantra 3. The first pada is called Sthulatma. Sthulatma is the name of the I, the consciousness principle. What type of consciousness principle? Not an independent one, but with consciousness seen through Jagrat Avastha. That's called the Sthula Atma. So therefore Upanishad says Jagarita Sthanaha, waking, Sthanam, Avastha. mean consciousness obtaining in the Jagrat Avastha, waking state. It is not the name of the waking state. It is the name of consciousness obtains in the Jagarita Avastha. So all of you are all awake. That wakefulness is addressed here. So consciousness is functioning through the aggregate of ahankara, chittam, manaha, buddhi, shariram, all these together. So jagaritam sthanam yasya atmanaha chaitanya sa jagarita sthanaha. So that is the utpatti. That means I am not pure consciousness, but in waking state I am associated with gross name and form. Sthula nama rupa. And appear in two ways. One, Jagrat Pramata, the knower of the Jagrat Prapancha. Number two, Jagrat Prameyam. So this is a real joke, isn't it? You are the seer and you are the seen, both. And what is this transaction going on? That's called Maya. The attraction towards each other, fascination for each other. What are you get fascinated? Our Gurudev used to give an example. It's very interesting. A child, growing up child, he sucked the thumb. And the mother, knowing that it is not good for him, he removed the thumb. He started crying, thinking that his joy is gone, not knowing that he is sucking his own thumb. So the same way, the enjoyment in this world is you are sucking your own thumb. So what is the calamity here? That I think I am different from the object. So all these are all indicated here by the Shruti, because Shruti Vakyam, Upanishad Vakyam, they are very crisp, very potent, and we have to decipher. So that is why Bhashyakara writes all these to explain. Now, how, example also given, how in dream we divide ourselves into two. We are the dreamer and we are the dream objects, dream world. There also sun, moon, stars, everything is there. And dream mouth, dream sense organs, everything is there. The same way, in waking state also, I, the consciousness, is the knower principle and knowable principle, both. When am I called knower, pramata? When I, the consciousness, associated with the Veshti Nama Rupa, means single, individual Nama Rupa. Physical body identification is there, then I am called pramata. When do I become prameya, the knowable? When I become associated with the samashti sthula nama rupa. Somebody said, I am going very fast. So I am going slow now. So when do I become prameya? Pramata, when I identify with individual body and mind, etc. Then prameya, what happens? When do I become prameya? When I become associated with the samashti sthula nama rupa. Later on we are going to connect that. So Virat, sorry, the what you call, we'll come to that. Virat and the we'll come to that later. So we'll connect that. So samashti sthula nama rupa, total Virat. The Virat is samashti sthula rupa. That's why I told you in Ramayana. Remember, Rama Janmam. Rama is Brahman. And Bharata is, and Lakshmana is, Shatrughna is. Bharata is Ishvara. Brahman plus Maya. Ishvara. Then Lakshmana is Virat. And Shatrughna is Hiranyagarbha. See, Shatrughna means what? The one who destroys enemies, right? Shatrughna. But we never hear in Ramayana, Shatrughna went into battle, especially this one, Lavanasura Yuddham is there. Except that, there is no other accomplishment. So, what is the real enemy? Shatru. Is Ahankara is the real Shatru. Ahankara becomes Shatru only when it concentrates. It gets concentrated, solidified. With what? Identification with one body, one mind, one intellect. The same ego gets expanded. When it identifies with the total, then there is no ego. So, Hiranyagarbha is the one who identifies with total subtle bodies. Therefore, no ego at all. So, Veshti Sthula Nama Rupa Drishtya Pramata, Samashti Sthula Nama Drishtya Prameya. The I put on these two different dresses. First, we will take up the description of the knower I. Behishpratnyaha. Behishpratnyaha. In the Jagrat Avastha, when I am associated with the individual name and form, I become the waker. And as a waker, my consciousness turned outward through 5 organs of perception, 5 organs of action, extrovert consciousness. So later on we are going to connect that Vishwa, Taijasa, Pratnya. Later it will come. So Vishwa and Virat is connected. Vishwa is individual, Virat is total. This is a great grand plan. When you put all the pieces together, like a jigsaw puzzle, you will finally know that I am everything. That's a plan. How do I contact the external world? Ekona vimshati mukhaha. That we saw last time. I am just repeating. 19 counters of interaction. 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas. So through jnanendriyas, the world goes inside. All the stimuli goes inside. Receiving. I don't go out, but the world comes inside through these jnanendriyas. So, when you want to see somebody, eyes are not going out of the golakam. So the form and color comes to you through the indriyas. Then pancha karmendriyas, through this I reach to the world. I react. I react to the world. Output, input. Input is jnanendriya, output is karmendriya. So 5 input organs and 5 output organs, and there are pancha pranas which makes the karmendriyas active. So pranas are very important for the kinetic activity. So fivefold physiological system, prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. What are the functions, etc.? It is given in Tattvabodha. Please read. Now 15 plus and 4 internal organs, mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittam. So the manaha, emotional principle, buddhi, intelligent principle, chittam, memory principle, ahankara, ego principle. Totally 19 are there. Through these 19 principles, the pramata interact with this world prameya. Then the third description of the Jagrat Pramata is Sthula Bhuk. I experience an external world which is gross, made up of 5 gross elements. In the dream objects and the world are nothing but my own thoughts. In Swapna, we have got Vasanamaya objects. Everybody has got different dream. No dream is same. That's why Janaka Maharaj, he dreamt that he's lost his kingdom and he was alone, wandering, hungry, and went to somebody's house asking for food. He was thrown out and fatigued, suffering. He went to house, he was refused food, and finally he got some food from somewhere, and that was taken away by dogs. Like that, he suffered, and suddenly he woke up in his own bed, royal bed. So then he asked his minister to declare to the country, please tell me the meaning of this dream. The one who tells the dream, the meaning of the dream, they will get 1,000 cows and 1,000 gold coins. All the people who read dream, etc. came. Finally, Ashtavakra came. Ashtavakra said, Rajan, your question is, which is dream? Now you are sitting in the royal chamber, that is dream, or what you saw, that is dream. Ashtavakra said, both are unreal. What is your nature is totally different from what you saw in dream and what you are experiencing now. This is called Mandukya. Sthula book. So I experience an external world which is gross, made up of 5 elements. In the dream objects and the world are nothing but my own thoughts only. In Supna we have got Vasanamaya objects, whereas in Jagrat Avastha we have got bhautika vishayas, object which are born out of 5 elements. It's not our creation. It is Ishvara creation. They are external object which I experience in my waking state. That's why people generally ask Swamiji, what is going to happen in this world? This question was asked to Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi said, see, don't worry about the future, think of your present and enjoy life. And future of this world, the world is not created by you. The world is created by the Lord, and He knows what is good, and He will take care of it at the appropriate time. You worry about your present moment. And your present moment is lived well, your future also will be taken care. What is that? Nowadays there are so many people talk about it, no? What is that? Lila. Present moment. Mindfulness. Yes. This was talked about it long time ago. Therefore, I am called Sthula Book, gross object experiencer. So, this we saw yesterday, last class, right? Now, we enter into the 4th mantra. So, the 7th Saptaha, also I told you last time.
Yes.
Head of the Virat is heaven, eye, sun, etc. That's 7 items. Then mantra 4. Oh, wait, where is that? Swapnasthanaha Antaprajnaha Saptangaha Ekonavimshati Mukhaha Pravivikta Bhuk Tejaso Dvitiya Padaha. So the second pada, me, the Chaitanya. So Atma Chadushpad, Soyam Atma Chadushpad. That is the explanation. Okay. The first pada we have seen. Gross. Sthula Bhuk Atma. Now the second pada, Pravivikta Bhuk. The Chaitanya Tattvam is called Swapnasthanaha. I obtaining in Swapnavastha. So mind you, you have to know Swapna also possible only when consciousness is behind. Otherwise, Swapna experience is not possible. Now, I obtaining in Swapnavastha with Sukshma Nama Rupa. Sukshma Nama Rupa. Subtle names and forms. Because all the names and forms are mental projection. And hence it is called subtle name and forms. Dream time and space are all mental projection. That's why it is said the longest dream is 1.5 minutes. And during that 1.5 minutes you see the whole life. The calendar will be turning. They are called Vasanamaya Nama Rupa. Therefore, I can be called Sukshma Atma. Due to this, I will separate myself as Swapna Pramata, knower, and Swapna Prameya, known. Both are myself. The objects, the tiger that is chasing you is also you. The one who is running away from the tiger, that is also you. And the forest in which you are walking, that is also you. Think about it. Both are myself. I become individual Namarupa, I become Swapna Pramata, and I become Swapna Prapancha, with total Namarupa, and called Swapna Prameya Prapancha, Swapna world. I divide myself into two, and as Swapna Pramata, I have got a name, Taijasa, with individual subtle name and form, Taijasa. And as Swapna Prameya associated with total name and form, I have got another technical name. I am called Hiranyagarbha. Swapnasthanaha Dvitiya Padaha Antaprajna. Swaptasthana Antaprajna Dvitiya Padaha. My dream is my second pada, facets. As a dream, I am not an extrovert person, and I have no contact with the external world. And what is the world I am experiencing? My own internal world I am experiencing. Definition given in Tattvabodha about dream: Jagratavasthayam yad drishtam yad shrutam tat janita vasanaya nidra samaye yaha prapanchaha pratiyate sa swapnavastha. Understood? That Jagratavasthayam yad drishtam yad shrutam tat janita vasanaya nidra samaye yaha prapancha pratiyate sa swapnavastha. Showing, illumining or projecting. Yeah. During Jagrata Avastha, our mind serves like a video recorder, and everything is recorded in the mind, and the dream state there is no fresh recording, but whatever is already recorded, that is played back. Since it is placed inside, we don't require the sense organs. But the beauty is, even in that Swapnavastha, even if I had to hear a sound in dream, I require a dream ears. Dream coffee, you need a dream mouth to drink. Therefore, for dream interaction, we have got projected Jnanendriyam, projected Karmendriyam, all of them are there. And therefore, Shruti says, Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. There are 19 dream organs, exactly like the waking state. Dream ahankara, I identify with my dream house, wife, children. All of them are projected. Antaprajnaha, turn inward. And pravivikta bhuga. The dream sense objects are not made up of 5 elements. but made up of my own vasanas. That's why in Bhagavatam and all that, when you hear Brahmaji created the whole world out of his own mind, we may wonder, but you are doing it. You are creating a dream world with your own mind. Therefore, I am the experiencer of Sukshma Prapancha, and therefore I am called Pravibhikta Bhuk, experiencer of Sukshma Prapancha. Then the very same I become or appear as Sukshma Prapancha, the dream world, and therefore Saptangaha. I am the Virad Purusha, Swapna Virad. That is the Swapna head become heaven, Swapna eye is the sun, etc. We saw that in the last class. Therefore, I am the Swapna Samashti also. And I get a title for the Swapna Samashti Nama Rupa as Hiranyagarbha. So the connection, what is that? Vishwa is waking individual, is connected to Virat, Sthula Prapancha. Then second is Taijasa. Taijasa is the name for the dream person, dreamer. And the dream prapancha is there, dream world is there. That is connected to total. That total is called Hiranyagarbha. This is my own second pada. Hiranyagarbha is otherwise called Brahmaji. So we are all, in fact, in Brahmaji's dream. That is what it is. Our dream, you are the Brahmaji there. But now we are in his dream, Brahmaji's dream. That is why Brahmaji goes to sleep, we also go. Brahmaji wakes up, we also wake up. Now we have to go to the third pada. The dream is clear. Don't try to find out meaning for dream, okay? It's a vomit. Our Gurudev used to say, dream is nothing but a vomit. Undigested food you have vomited. Now who wants to know what is? But people have got lot of books written on that. Swamiji, I dreamt early morning. Is it true? Last life. Yeah. There was a gentleman here. No. He got a stroke. Then afterwards he started writing songs in classical. Yeah. He didn't know anything about classical music. So he started writing. Okay, fifth mantra. Yatra supto na kanchana kamam kamayate न कंचन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत्सुषुप्तं तत्सुषुप्तस्थाने एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघनः एव आनन्दमयो ह्यानन्दभुक् चेतोमुखः प्राज्ञस्तृतीयः पादः. Now, the fifth mantra. So, for all the waking and dream, the Upanishad spend only one verse, one mantra each. But when it comes to Sushupti, Upanishad is spending two mantras to explain that. Here comes the third aspect of me. Me means the conscious principle which is all-pervading. Sushuptasthanaha, I am obtaining in deep sleep state. I am called sleeper. Now the Upanishad wants to give a definition of Sushupti. With reference to Jagrat and Swapna, the Upanishad did not give a definition because contacting the world through sense organ is Jagrat Avastha, which is well known to us. Swapna Avastha is experiencing an internal projected world, is also known to us. But when it comes to Sushupti Avastha, the Upanishad wants to give a definition. Yatra suptaha, that particular state of deep sleep, na kanchana kamam kamayate, in which one does not have any desire for an external object. If you have a desire, you can't sleep. Why one does not desire for external object? Because he doesn't experience the external world. Therefore, does not desire an external object means does not experience an object. Therefore, I don't desire. Na kanchana swapnam pashyati. Now, this we have to know. Generally, when we say waking, dream, deep sleep, right? This is the order, but that's not the order. From waking, you go to deep sleep, straight. And that deep sleep is disturbed, is called dream. So you don't go by the sequence. Na kanchana swapnam pashyati. One does not experience an internal world also. Projected universe na pashyati, in deep sleep. Neither an experience of the world outside, nor an experience of the world inside, internal. And such a state is called deep sleep state. What is the meaning of deep sleep? It means dreamless sleep. There is a sleep which is dreamful sleep. There is another sleep also, sound sleep. Sound for others, sleep for himself. Having defined the deep sleep state, now the Upanishad comes to the third pada, which is the name of the consciousness obtaining in Sushupti. Therefore, sushuptasthanaha tritiya padaha karanatma eki bhutaha. It is a state wherein all differences have merged. All the sense organs, experiences get merged. That is why deep sleep state is the one that levels all differences. Whether it is a royal sleep or a beggar sleep, there is no difference. Once you slept, then you don't know where you are sleeping, in the royal bed or on the ground. This is a great phenomena if you think about it. It's happening every day, nobody bothers. But you start analyzing, you see. It is a great wonder. Sense organs alone classify the universe to 5 segments, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. All of them merged. What do you mean by merger? Not non-existent, going to potential condition. Avyakta avastha or eki bhuta avastha. Once the objects are not differentiated, the object cognition also not differentiated. When I see an object, there is an external perception, but also an internal cognition at the level of our mind as thought. Both are not there in deep sleep. So there are no objects, there is no vritti jnanam. Because perception is the moment you see an object, mind forms the form of the object and a corresponding vritti is also formed. Any object for that matter. And in deep sleep, these two are not there. Because there is no object, there is no jnana, vritti. When the differentiated objects are resolved, corresponding vritti jnanam are also resolved. Sleep levels all differences. They are all in a common state of ignorance. Since the cognition has also merged, it is called prajnana khanaha. Prajnana khanam means all type of knowledge, undifferentiated means merged. Prajnana khanam means mass of consciousness. Consciousness alone is there, nothing else. All knowledge undifferentiated, merged. It doesn't disappear, it goes into a potential form. That is why engineer sleeps, he gets up as engineer. So I am sthulatma in the Jagrata avastha, and I am sukshmatma in the Sapna avastha, and I am karanatma in the sushupti avastha. Karanatma. That's why causal shariram, causal body. Gross body, subtle body, causal body. The cause of two avasthas. See, from sleep only you wake up. From sleep only you get dream also. So in that respect also, karana shariram for both the avasthas. Karanam for both avasthas. And here in Sushupti, I am associated with all the Karana Nama Rupas, the cause of, the means subtle form. All the names and forms in potential form. And there also, with the individual potential Nama Rupa, I am called Pratnya, Karanatma. And when you take all the Nama Rupas in potential form, then I am called Antaryami, Karanatma. Ishvara. Antaryami Karanatma is Ishvara. Ishvara is what? What is the definition of Ishvara? Brahman plus Maya. So that is total. That consciousness plus our Karana, in cause, consciousness plus our potential Nama Rupa is called Pratnya. So Vishwa, Taijasa, Pratnya. Because these names, these words, don't forget, this will be go on continuously. Afterwards, Gaudapada is going to talk only that. So the Upanishad is the one that is giving you the definitions. I can distinctly see myself as Veshti, microcosm, and also distinctly see the objects, the Samashti. But I will not be able to differentiate Veshti and Samashti in Sushupti. In waking and dream, you can see both differently. But in Sushupti, but even though I cannot see, you should know it is there. And therefore, Pratnya and Antaryami are not physically separable. But we should know Pratnya and Antaryami are different. The Pratnya Karanatma is talked about in the 5th mantra, and the Antaryami Karanatma is talked about in the 6th mantra. The mantra 5 started with introducing Sushupti. In Sushupti, one neither experiences the waking world nor internal world. A state wherein both external and internal worlds are not there, that is called Sushupti. There the world is not there does not mean they are non-existent. But they are existent in potential form. Therefore, I am the consciousness with potential external world, with the potential microcosmic world and the potential macrocosmic world. Everything is there but avyaktam. And I am with the avyakta nama rupa called third pada. And therefore Upanishad says Tritiya Padaha Sushuptasthanaha. And what is the nature of my Tritiya Pada? From the Veshti angle, the Samashti will be talked about in the next mantra. Here we are talking about Veshti Karanatma called Pratnya. So he says, Eki Bhutaha. In this state, all the objects in the world, both external and internal, become undifferentiated mass, Pratnyana Khanaha. Like let us say there are several wax dolls. The dolls made out of wax, and you melt all the wax dolls, what will happen? They all become one undifferentiated mass. Similarly, eki bhutaha means avyakta rupaha. And if the object have become undifferentiated, then particular knowledge also become undifferentiated. Here there is a book, and I see the book, and a corresponding thought rises in the mind, and the knowledge of book take place. So too with the table, chair, etc. In waking state, these are the cognition of one object to the other is differentiated. But sushupti, what happens? All the objects become undifferentiated, and all the cognition also become undifferentiated. The undifferentiated object is indicated by the word eki bhutaha. And the undifferentiated knowledge is indicated by the word prajnana khanaha. All specific knowledge get merged in sushupti, and that state is called prajnana khanam. Prajnanam here means particular cognition or specific knowledge. Khanaha means merged into an undifferentiated form. Eki bhutaha prajnana khanaha. Now the word anandamayaha. So that is also eva anandamayaha. So in Taittiriya Upanishad, you remember Anandamaya Kosha. So the Upanishad here is very carefully saying Anandamaya. It is not saying Ananda. There is a difference. So in Sushupti Avastha, Prajna is full with Ananda. Maya means saturated with. Why is this Prajna is full of Ananda? Two reasons. Number one, the individual Namarupa which limits me has resolved now. No limitations. Because our Ananda is limited. Because our body, mind, intellect. That is resolved. What is my individual Namarupa? I am a human being with my age, height, color, weight, etc. This individuality is caused by name and form. At the time of Sushupti, the specifying Namarupa has resolved. You don't know who you are, right, in deep sleep. But there is in Chandogya Upanishad, there is a demonstration, And a person who is in deep sleep, you go and call his name. First time you won't, second time, third time, he wakes up, it seems. Now that is analyzed there. How does he wake up? Did he hear your name? Did you remember the name? He is completely gone, totally. He doesn't even know his name. And how will he wake up? That Shabda has got this power. Slowly, slowly it goes inside your subconscious and wake you up, it seems. So that's a beautiful analysis in Chandogya Upanishad. Now I remember. I don't know the total details. I took that long time ago, so forgotten. But this particular portion I remember. At the time of Sushupti, this specifying Namarupa has resolved. I no more take myself as a localized individual. And once the Namarupa is resolved, individuality is resolved, the consequent sense of limitation also go away. That's why in Sushupti I am limitless. Not because the limitation has been negated, but the limitation is dormant. Therefore I experience anandatvam, limitlessness. And limitlessness is anandam. Limitation is dukkham. Chandogya Upanishad says, Yat alpam tat martyam tat dukkham. What is limited is mortal, and that is unhappiness. Whereas, yo vai bhuma tat sukham. Whatever is limitless is ananda. Therefore, in Sushupti, I am limitless temporarily. Therefore, I am Anandamaya. The Upanishad doesn't use, mind you, doesn't use Ananda Surupa. The Upanishad uses only Anandamaya. What is the difference? Anandamaya is temporary, limitless state. It is conditional experience of limitlessness. The moment I get up from sleep, it is gone. Now, second reason is, when I have got a localized individuality, there is a division in the form of subject-object dvaitam or subject-object-instrument triputi. Both divisions are experienced in Jagrat and Swapnavasthas. Therefore, it is called Savikalpa Avastha. According to Vedanta, wherever division is there, samsara is inevitable. You will have raga and dvesha. All these are inevitable in duality. But nirvikalpaka avastha, there is no duality. This nirvikalpaka avastha, whether it is in sleep or in samadhi, if it is a state of experience, then it is temporary. Therefore, that ananda is temporary. Therefore, ananda maya. That is why in Vedanta we don't work for nirvikalpaka avastha, but work for nirvikalpaka jnanam. If it is jnanam, then I am nirvikalpakam all time. I am nirvikalpakam not only in Sushupti or Samadhi, but even in Jagrat Avastha, I am in nirvikalpakam. This jnanam is Vedanta, and this avastha is called yoga. Yoga and Vedanta, we should differentiate. Yogi is after avastha, but Vedanta is after jnanam. What jnanam? Aham nirvikalpaka asmi. All the time, I am in nirvikalpaka state. That is called binary format. How to get that knowledge is what the Mandyukya Karika is for. Therefore, Anandamayaha. Now the next word is Anandabhuk. Not only this Pratnya is saturated with Ananda, this Pratnya is able to register that experience in the Karana Shariram. See, even though we don't know anything, we are dead to the world, but there is something in us which register the absence of experience. In the waking dream, there is a presence of experience. There is a person recording it. In deep sleep also, even though your mind is not there, your intellect is not there, even ego is not there. So that's why in this Advaita Makaranta, Suptasya Suptam na janati. The one who sleeps, he doesn't know he is sleeping. But there is some power, is recording the absence. That's called Karana Sharira. He is recording the absence. They call Ananda book is used here. This prajna is able to register that experience in the Karana Shariram. When I experience something through my mind, at the time of experience itself, I know what I am experiencing. Now you are listening to the class, you are registering the talk. And also you are aware of the fact that as an individual, I am listening to the talk. I am aware of the talk. But in Sushupti, when you are experiencing through Karana Shariram, only registration takes place. In Sushupti, you are not aware of the fact that you are sleeping and you are experiencing Ananda, etc. That also you don't know. Are not aware of at that time. How do I know that the Sushupti experience is registered? After waking up, you are able to say, I slept well. Sukham aham apswapsyam na kinchit avedisham. No. Memory is also gone. If memory is active, is a problem. You can't sleep. No experience. Absence of experience. That's why Ananda book it is said. So Karana Shariram, that is that potential state. Prajna. For this word, there are two meanings. Prajna, the one who is totally ignorant of everything. Prakarshena Jnaha. Prajna. As an individual sleeper, I am blissfully ignorant. Any amount of knowledge I have gathered is not available at that time of sleep. And therefore I am totally ignorant. This is one meaning. The second meaning is from the standpoint of the total Nama Rupa, I myself is identical with Antaryami, who is called Ishvara. The Samashti. And from this Samashti angle, Prajna means Sarvajnaha. So from the Veshti angle, I am ignorant, but from the Samashti angle, I am Sarvajnaha. The next mantra, it will be clear. Here we will take the Veshti meaning, Cheto Mugaha. It is a technical word used here. Through this word, what the Upanishad wants to convey is, waker can never become a dreamer directly. I told you that. But only through the sleep stage, he can become a dreamer. So waker should become sleeper, and through that sleeperhood, he can become a dreamer. Similarly, the dreamer also cannot directly become a waker. The dreamer has to become a dreamless sleeper, and through the sleeper alone he can become waker. Thus, there is no direct link between waker and dreamer. It is only via sleeper. Or from waking, you cannot go directly to Swapnavastha. You can dream only when your deep sleep is disturbed. So, first you go to sleep, deep sleep, then the disturbed sleep is dream state. The logic is, in Jagrat Avastha, I am identified with this physical body, but in Swapnavastha, I am identified with a different dream physical body. In Swapnavastha, this physical body is lying in bed without any motion. Whereas in Swapnavastha, I have another physical body which travels to Kashi, Rameswaram, etc. First point is the physical bodies used in Jagrat and Swapna are different. And you cannot simultaneously use these two physical bodies unless you give up the Jagrat Sharira Abhimana. You cannot identify with Swapna Sharira Abhimani Atma. In the same way, unless you give up Swapna Sharira Abhimana, you cannot be a deep sleeper. Now the Shastra says, in between these avasthas, there must be a very, very small moment in which one has this leaving the identification from Jagrat Shariram and getting identified with Swapna Shariram. That intermediary gap is called Sushupti. Since it happens very quickly, you don't see the gap.
Suddenly wake up also from dream. But we are going through that sushupti and then waking.
Yeah, but you wake up and you go to sleep again.
Sometimes we don't sleep back, we get up.
Oh,
Then that also is through sushupti.
there's a gap. Since this Sushupti or Pratnya is an intermediary state, the Upanishad says it is a Mukham. Cheto Mukhaha Pratnya Tritiya Padaha. Mukham means gateway or corridor. Pratnya is a door between Vishwa and Taijasa. Therefore, the word Chetaha means Jagrat Avastha and Swapna Avastha. Mukhaha means gateway. Cheto Mukhaha. Therefore, Pratnya Sushupti is the gateway to go to Vishwa and Taijasa states. And this Pratnya is Tritiya Padaha. This is from the individual Vyashti angle. Now we are going to see the same Pratnya from the Samashti angle. Total Nama and Rupa. That is the sixth mantra. We will see in our next class. Okay. I have taken more time today because I want to complete that fifth mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Now the following weeks you will not have class. That doesn't mean the book is kept closed. So this is a time for mananam, reflection, sadhyaya. and you go through the whole portion, then you come back, you will be able to pick up. Okay?